assistant, I can't remember her name, and I apologize. She's dope as fuck too, because she just went at the judge like, because the last fucking court case they had was to see how they were gonna pay the special master who's been going between everybody to get all the information. And then Mark Thurman's assistant or whatever, she's like, how are we over here wondering about how we gonna pay this motherfucker, but we're not wondering how the fuck we're gonna pay these 60,000 people who ain't got their fucking money yet.
I was reading something to you the other day. It came about they were doing some shit where you can like go to a website and so on and so forth and register and let them know you haven't got it.
Oh yeah, you're right, man. Did you have that website up?
That's what I'm looking for right now, actually.
Have you checked your email too? Because they sending like ID me's, the ID who you are, all types of shit. I'm like, they're doing the most half-ass fixes to get people money, and it's like how dare you?
It's nasty out there, man.
How dare you fucking implement a system? Like, I get it. You didn't have the time to test the system, but you implemented a system that has so many faults in it that there's people out there like me who got paid and then stopped getting paid over some glitch in the system, that if you had time to work it the fuck out or went with one of these other people, other states that are working just fine and took what they did and used it, we'd be doing just fucking fine. Or if you use third party fucking outside help, we'd be doing just fine like these other fucking states are.
So what? The sign of a good leader
is the system that Obama left them.
No, according to him, yeah, right. No, the thing is, the sign of a good leader is
Obama left him a great CARES Act in place. So for any stupid I'm sorry, let me get this. Any stupid motherfucker that wants to say that Obama left a great CARES Act.
We know that.
So it's been sarcastic.
We know that, right? Yeah, calm down, man. We know that. What I was trying to say is that, like, at the end of the day, man, the sign of a good leader is their ability to allocate responsibilities. And the bottom line is you can name a fucking 50 gazillion different scenarios in which you could have handled this in a more sufficient way. But when you don't have a person in the presidency that has leadership skills, it trickles down all the way through the government. And that's what we have. When you have this allegoric type culture with regime running our government, then that's what you get statewide and nationwide. And that's why it's important. Everyone should be taking names and ready to kick ass when their elections come up, because you should remember the people that are elected into their positions of power that didn't serve you.
Sisolak.
That didn't serve you. You know what I mean? And so, what are you gonna do about it? And it's important for people that are of the caliber to start running for some of these political positions, because you have a lot of people that are celebrities, and they have reach or they have huge platforms, and they'll make millions of dollars talking shit about people that are in the ring dictating our lives and our children's future. Now, I'm wanting to say, hey, some of you all, maybe you should throw your hat in the race. Maybe you should get more politically involved, because you have the resources and the reach to do so. It's about each one reach one, each one teach one.
Can I make a public announcement?
Do your thing.
Okay, so it says, where's my first stimulus check? It says, head to the non-filers, head to the non-filers site and see if the IRS needs something from you.
But that's just stimulus money.
Yeah.
We're talking PUA, unemployment, CARES Act benefits.
The money that you're getting for them basically telling your employer that they will fine them significantly if they didn't send your ass home,
right,
and shut down all operations. That's forced poverty on a lot of people. The average American is already living paycheck to paycheck. The sad thing is the average American that did receive their benefits on time were living better than if they were at work. So it's a lot of things that are if we look in the mirror and pay attention to what's going on and stop being so fascinated with getting our sports back and getting our shows and our entertainment and all the shit that they put in our face to distract us. To distract us. Motherfuckers want to get to the club and shake their ass and live a lifestyle that they can't afford anyway, right? But we want to sit here and complain about these things. Who's the joker here? Who's the sucker? You're talking about a handful of men and women that take our rights and shit on them and allocate all our resources and funds to the rich.
It's to the point where it's so bad at Dieter. They got people like your mom, retired social service workers and welfare workers and old case managers coming to volunteer to come get the backlog fucking sorted out. Like, how are you doing that? Why didn't you do that in the first place?
Yeah, my mom's retired happily and would never, ever do something as foolish as to give her skills and expertise for free to a bunch of gazillionaires that refuse to just do the right thing. You can run to the left all the fuck you want to, but if the place that you seek is on the right, you'll never find it. Right? So fuck you. Not you. You know what I mean?
Well, fuck you.
Because at the end of the day, what are we talking about? Like, sometimes they'll make this thing so big that we'll get in a mental rat race, and we'll start talking about all these different all these different like things that are wrong, right? And what could be better, and this should be, why didn't you do this? If we have the ability to think that while smoking, right, relaxing, chilling on our podcast, without any resources, without any data, we gotta stop like participating in this, and to an extent, like, we know damn well what they're doing, and we need to talk from that point of view at all times. These motherfucking people that we have in power are foul, they're crooked, and they're criminal. They're disgusting people, and there's nothing wrong. I don't give a fuck what kind of $10,000 blazer suits you put on, manicured hands, all these women in beautiful suits and dresses and perfect makeup. All of you all are foul and crooked. You know what I mean? And if you're not literally, man, shit on the motherfuckers again. And if you're not a politician that's screaming this at the top of your lungs, shout out to AOC and those that think and move like her, then you're useless. And what are you really doing for us? And we need to prop those people up. We need to empower those people.
That, you know what?
We need to start getting at these brands that empower people that go out of their way to enslave us.
I'm gonna say this right now. She ain't gonna be old enough to run for a minute. Do your fucking research on AOC. Because AOC might be one of the best presidential candidates we ever have. A, as a female, and B, just as a great fucking politician in general. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she is yet to be compromised, and I don't think she will be. It's about us empowering women like that.
That's what I mean.
You know what I mean?
Need to go out
it's
and
about
get behind
us. It's
her.
about us empowering her. It's about us empowering other individuals.
And we just need more women, period, man.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. There's a lot of women. There's a lot of women that's out there active and moving and shaking. And we just need to, like, not be so caught up in critique and get more caught up in activity, in doing. Let's make doing shit cool.
Yeah.
Let's make going out and speaking out. Let's make boycotting cool again.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Because
I might not. My bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead and finish it up. Go ahead. You good?
I might not have liked Kamala at first because of the track record, and I had to do my research on the track record too. It's not the greatest, but if the change that she claims she has made, or we've seen her do a little shit here and there, if she's really changed into this for the people, for black people, we gonna empower all that shit, I can get behind that. I'm gonna give people their chance to change. Like I said, there are powerful women out there. She's actually one of them. If she does the right shit that she says she's going to do, and the little shit that she's done shows that she's going to go that way.
My only thing in defending Kamala, and I'm one that holds every politician to their word and to their actions. I try not to become a fan of any of these people because they're not to be made fans of or to made celebrity.
Right.
However, one of the things I can't help but to notice is that when you get a woman that gets national recognition and receives a certain level of political power and reach, there's a systematic smear campaign that we seen this with Hillary, whether you like Hillary or not, whether you agree with her politically or not. In hindsight, everyone can admit, if you're being honest, that it was a very, very sticky and somewhat
damn near witch hunt
and somewhat sexist nature around the way she was. I mean, they were blaming the woman for things that happened when she was merely the first lady. And if we're going to do that, I would like to see what they do to Donald Trump's wife. All right, that they don't do that to Jacqueline Kennedy, and they should never do that to Michelle Obama. It was just certain things. It was the disgust, the nerve of this woman to think that she can be president. Or what about her period? I mean,
that type of shit.
These sophomoric attacks on women,
Right.
And their ability to lead, when other great nations
are led by women,
have already been led by women for fucking 50 fucking some odd years. And so it's about being awoken to like the lies that we're fed in our school system as children. You know, I heard a person say, man, that to succeed as an adult, you got to unlearn all the bullshit you was taught as a child.
Dead ass.
And it's I think our nation is at that point. We have a generation of kids that are informed. They're used to getting information. They're used to dissecting things. And I think that's good. I think that what us older people and us older young people could do is give them a good example, man, and start building streams of activity.
Become them OGs that we no longer have. We need them OGs again.
It kind of goes back to the point I was making a couple episodes ago that, we keep stifling ourselves, just stifling humanity, period, because we refuse to reach our full ability by, letting women, be involved in everything,
right.
As much as men are, and it also goes back to just motherfuckers run around and talk about some, that saying of behind a good man is a great woman or some shit. How does that shit,
Behind every good man is a great woman.
Right, so it's crazy how niggas go around, and talk about how, behind a good man is a great woman, but at the same time, we don't allow women to lead.
We do that all day. It's
but
niggas.
That's true. That's true to the statement. The statement is behind every great man
Not
is
beside,
a stronger woman.
Not beside,
and so the
not
thing is, we must change the mindset of that. I mean, we're all three men. We can't speak for women, but at the same time, we can speak to how women are treated by men in society. We've all been around those, those type of men.
The crazy thing about those type of men to me is like, what type of female do you want that's not out there fucking handling her business and wants to get dough and wants to do her job and wants to lead the fucking pack?
Listen, I apologize, but I have a point that I want to make. It's kind of off. It's related, but kind of off the subject at the same time.
Get your shit off.
I hate the fact that motherfuckers run around and talk about how, all that saying of your pussy. That shit is nerve-wracking to me.
For real?
Not yes. Because me, I'm a very literal motherfucker. I'm very technical.
Right.
So to me, it doesn't make any sense to tell a motherfucker that they're pussy, because what the fuck does that mean? You can't be pussy.
It's metaphoric.
It's
I don't give a
It's
fuck.
metaphoric for being soft.
Yeah,
and
it's
loose.
soft and pretty
but that's the dumbest metaphoric bullshit, because pussy is not soft, nigga.
Whoa.
No,
very soft.
No, wait.
Now you getting metaphoric.
No.
Now you're getting extremely literal, like you said.
Nigga, yes, I am.
Because you're gonna get into like I already know
because
you, nigga. You about to get in pussies birth children and do all this other shit.
Not only
We're not talking
listen,
about that.
I don't give a fuck.
You're not gonna take pussy away from us.
I
nigga.
don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
motherfuckers need to stop doing that
well,
shit.
Hold on though.
There's no such thing as your pussy.
There's the
okay?
thing. It's like, how are you gonna tell somebody what's pussy and what's not pussy? Here's the thing. That's an American thing. That's something we do. That's like us calling no disrespect to homosexuals. That's just like, oh nigga, you a fag. I ain't never in my life referred to a homosexual as a fag. I've referred to other people doing fag shit. You know what I'm saying? So no disrespect, like I said, to homosexual people, and I've learned to stop using the word and shit. But here's the thing: is like that's like telling us.
It's slang
that's like
talk,
telling
bro.
us. That's like telling us.
Man,
Stop. Here's the thing. That's
like I
like
said,
okay,
it's cool,
hold on.
it's cool,
hold
whatever.
on.
It's
You
an
say,
American
hold on.
thing.
You say nigga, right? There's many OG black men, including my fucking father, who don't fucking say that word around me. I'm not a nigga. Do not call me a nigga.
They can't
and
get
that's
past
the same
it.
type of slang.
It is. It's like certain women back in the day would slap the fuck out of you, ready to kill you if you called them a bitch.
And
now you got bitches that be like, I'm nigga. They'll post a picture. I'm the
that
baddest
bitch.
bitch. Nigga.
I
I'm
mean,
that bitch, nigga.
women run around calling themselves bitches all the time.
I get
man.
now,
Exactly.
but it used to didn't be like that.
That's all I'm saying is fuck that shit.
But being like
whatever.
you,
Like I just told you, you know me. I'm a literal technical
Now don't get me wrong.
motherfucker.
Now
So
don't get me wrong. I'm never
so-
gonna call you. I don't call my niggas pussy. But at the same
if I'm getting into a
time,
fight, nigga, you pussy. That's like me telling you suck my dick. I know saying these certain things is going to incite the reaction I want. If I want to fight you, nigga, you a pussy, nigga, or suck my dick. I know those two terms, or you a bitch. Those couple of terms is going to get a fight out of this person.
there's still terms of expression. And it's funny how, like, I get what you're saying, because there's things that people say that become popular all the time that I kind of like cringe at, like, oh, that's just kind of corny. And you have the right to determine how people speak to you, and more so determine how you respond to people. So when you set that precedent, like, hey, yo, I don't do that old pussy shit. Don't call me pussy.
That's like somebody
Like,
calls
so-
me a
Man,
bitch.
all I
I'm
know
I
is
respect-
that's-
I can
that's-
respect that.
That shit's disrespectful, because even yourself, if you think about the shit that you do to pussy, there is no way any motherfucker can be
So
pussy.
now you kind of making the point
That's-
of why niggas call certain
that's
people
why we
pussy,
call
fam.
niggas
Because
pussy.
nigga, let me play devil's advocate. Like, boy, you pussy. What do we do to pussy? We lick pussy.
We beat pussy.
We sexually beat pussy. We ain't physical. We ain't never
Yeah, we
punched
don't
no
physically
pussy,
punch pussy.
right?
We-
Unless you're into that.
We
You know what I'm saying?
figuratively
Hey,
beat the
word.
pussy up. We
But,
pound the pussy.
Right. We caress the pussy.
You know what I'm
We do
saying?
all these nice, lovely.
No,
but the pussy is good
what
shit.
I'm
So when
saying
you
is-
saying that about a grown ass
what
man,
I'm
like,
no,
boy, stop acting pussy.
that shit is still dumb.
It might be dumb.
No, the reason no.
like niggas
I never said it was
The
intellectual.
reason why this shit is dumb is the pussy is strong.
Oh man, I don't.
Exactly
Because-
where you said he was gonna go with
You
it.
know what I'm
I
saying?
know
exactly
Dio.
where he's
Pussy
gonna go
is
with it.
I know
fucking
where he's
strong,
going
nigga.
with it.
Okay,
Look, man.
women are strong
Let me tell you
because when you
something.
get beyond pussy and you do all that shit that you
But
do,
let me say this,
the
though.
women stay.
Every woman, every man, I should say, has not experienced the strengths that you're speaking about. Let me speak for myself. Both of you have witnessed the childbirth, right? Well, actually, fucking kind of crazy. I did too.
You witnessed,
but,
I'm sure,
Yeah, but hold on.
at
But it
some
wasn't.
point.
But it wasn't mine, and I ain't had nothing to do with
Right.
it. So it's a very different experience. Okay. And so what I'm saying is the sophomore term of like you pussy. I mean, this ain't no different than pause and shit.
Right.
Niggas is grown ass men playing the pause game. There's nothing homophobic about us, but at the same time, you gonna pause that shit. So I get it. It's just something that you don't vibe with. But to try to delve into like the intellectual reasons why it don't make sense, it doesn't make sense to do that because it ain't supposed to make sense.
Now, don't get
You know
me
what I'm
wrong.
saying?
I'm not saying I ain't never said that shit before.
So
But
how
I'm
is
just
he
saying that
arguing
shit
right
is the
now?
no. I don't say it. I don't run around saying that shit
I
to
don't
niggas,
either,
whatever.
bro, unless I need
But
to.
I'm
That shirt
just
is
saying,
fire.
that shit is bullshit. That saying is it's a dumb metaphor.
You don't like it.
Whatever. Yes.
But I'm just saying, my
It's the
nigga.
same thing.
retarded.
It's almost the same thing as like if I call you a dickhead.
excuse
Like
me.
you're being a fucking dickhead. You know what I'm saying? It's just slang.
And
It's
sometimes
just
you
slang.
motherfuckers do be acting like
Like
dicks.
a straight dickhead, bro.
I call people dicks all the time.
All the time.
Mainly females.
Just like I call niggas pussy,
For
females get called dickheads and dicks all the time.
Because it's just, I get it. It's sophomore, you know what I mean, at its root. But,
I get. I guess I get it now too. You know, it's an American thing because women be running around talking about some suck my dick, and I be looking
Right,
like,
my
know.
nigga. Hey, and it should be. Hey, pause.
Exactly.
I'm gonna pause this
Pause.
before I say
But
this.
exactly.
I'm gonna pause this before I say this because I know you motherfuckers in this room. I don't want y'all to play with me. All right? This is a big pause. But fam, it'd be sexy if the right woman say that shit, nigga, when she going off.
Dead ass.
Right?
Dead ass. Just like, hey, we
Hey,
had that conversation.
you know what's funny?
About New
And that
York.
don't make no sense.
Hey,
No
listen.
sense
You
at
know,
all.
it's funny that you said that.
And that don't make no
Listen,
sense.
because it's funny that you said that because a woman
So there.
have said that to me during the argument. I'm
You
just
liked
like,
it,
shit,
didn't
show
you?
me that shit,
Suck
nigga.
my
What
dick.
up?
See, you was trying to get it
where
cracking.
Where that shit at?
Pause that. See? And you was trying to, but I feel you though. It's a pause, but I feel you,
Right.
my G. Like I feel exactly what you said. What's up? Show me.
What's happening? Like, where? Okay.
Nigga.
What?
And that's
where?
all I'm
Where's
saying,
It, what's
like-
happening? Where's it at?
That don't make sense either, right? But some shit just ain't supposed to make
right?
sense, bro.
Segue. I like this. Let's segue into what me and you was talking about the other day about how men are servers, you know, and how that shit sometimes is not given to us, or maybe we don't know how to accept that shit, or like you said, maybe it's also because we like to be served ourselves, you know. Let's jump into that a little bit.
Hold on. Say that again. I didn't.
Me and Akin was having a conversation the other day about the fact that, you know, men are actually, like, you know, they're made to serve. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know, we don't accept that shit because I don't know why. Maybe we think that's
Because we have, I think, okay. So we were having lunch, man, and we had a discussion.
You're gonna break that down for me.
About.
I'm lost.
We were talking about deep down. It appears that men are called on to be servants. That's like kind of probably what our natural existence is, to serve our families, protect our families, serve our communities, right? Develop, protect our communities. Some religious people would say, fertilize the earth. Excuse me. But the thing that, like, there's a disconnect is that somewhere along the way, us men in our gain of, I think, power, and reach, we kind of have developed a lust for being served. So like each man kind of fancies himself the king of their castle, if you will. But we use that term so loosely. And you know, if I'm to speak for I think with majority of it based on action is interpreted as, when you think king, you think high mighty. You think people serving them. And I think that we all if we're being honest with ourselves, sometimes we have to fight with ourselves to not be that. When we come together as men, all alphas, and put together something and go into business together and make business deals and just decide on contracts, etc., we all have to kind of subdue some of our natural tendencies to be like, no, this is what we gonna, you know what I mean?
But wasn't the other side of a king also to serve the people?
Well, that's what I'm saying too. That's my point, is that like
they're not practicing the full circle of being a king. They're
right,
not running the whole
exactly
the whole
because
turn.
you'll make sure that you and your woman is straight and be like, oh, I'm king of this. You make sure your kids are straight, but then you might have neighbors next door that has kids that play with your children that can use a pair of sneakers. You can afford those pair of sneakers 100 times over.
Or even is your family
Are you gonna
your mom and dad straight?
are you gonna grab that?
You know,
are your brothers and sisters okay?
Is everybody straight
Right.
in your kingdom?
Right.
You know, kingdom goes further than just your house. Your kingdom.
What are we
Because
really
you think
talking
about it.
about?
What was that shield? Your shield was your family crest, and that's
right.
what
If
you
we-
served.
exactly.
You know,
If we wanna
everybody
play-
in that was good.
If we want to play on our ancestry of royalty, right, and kingdoms, are we out here building kingdoms? Like, and
Not at all.
And
in the real
and if
term
we're
of it.
not doing that, what we were kind of getting at in our conversation is that sometimes, you know, in our relationships, you know, in our friendships, we seek to dominate in terms of like, okay, let me fix this for you, right? Let me get this right, or I can make sure that everything's straight.
Right.
And I think one of the constant battles in being a good man and a fair man is that you kind of like say, hey, well, what do you think? You know what I mean? And sometimes that's easier said than done. You know what I mean? Like, you might look up and it's been 4 months before you've said, what do you think?
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I think that the fact that, you know, men have acquired so much power, you know, like, you know, men, you know, basically control everything, right? I think that's also made us, you know, kind of lose the I don't know what to use, like the element of, you know, the fact that, you know, like our job is to serve, because you know, again, because we've, you know, men are so, you know, like put themselves on this pedestal and
Men
kind
think
of
that
stifled women, and you know,
Men
you know,
power.
men
right.
just think that
You know, they've kind of they've kind of, you know, I'm trying to, you know, choose the right words,
oh, no,
but
okay,
you know,
so the word you're looking for is men think it's less masculine to feel like they're serving.
Yes. So now,
I lost it.
so one thing that I'm going through, you know, is that I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? That so my dad used to say this one thing to us. Like, he used to be like, you know, that, you know, as much as he does in his home, you know, his home doesn't respect him as much as outside respects him.
It's never going to be that.
So,
You know what I'm
so
saying?
you're Africa, correct?
In a balanced family,
You come from
I'll say it'll never be that. In a family of love, bro, I'll say this real quick. Before Barack was elected, my mother was elected amongst a select few people in the community to meet with him, or to meet with Michelle, excuse me. Of course, I tagged along. I'm definitely going to go and get my opportunity to hang out with Michelle for a couple hours. I did that. One of the things I noticed and took back with my friends was like, yo, Michelle's a real sister, man, because the way she interacted with her children, like, I seen it. Like, I seen the discipline. I seen the, like, it wasn't, you know what I mean? Sometimes you can tell, man, like, just in those little bitty anecdotes of like, oh, okay, her kids, you know what I mean? Now, fast forward to them being in the White House, I'm reading about how, you know, staffers now, other people have input on how your family structure is.
Right.
And it's just like, yeah, man, you might be the president of the United States, but you don't run shit in the household. Like, that's kind of keen to the family structure. Is, you know, like, for the most part, motherfuckers want to be around, you know what I mean, that family member that isn't so dominant. And when you're respected in society, there's somewhat of a dominance to your personality.
Right.
When you walk in the room, people kind of tighten up. I've been around, my godfather's a senator. I've been in a room with him when people tighten up. And it's just like, yeah, that's a big teddy bear right there. Like, you know what I mean? One of the more open-minded people you'll meet, and very accepting. Like, you don't really have to be like that, but I understand what his title brings. Your father is a man of substance, a man of deference, and a man with a title. When he walks in the room, his story travels with him. So to you and your siblings, man, that's Pops. You know what his good side, you know his bad side. You might have friends that, because they know your dad, like, they might be damn near shaking in their boots to come see Pops. Come by the house real quick. Are you sure it's cool? They might act more respectful at your house than you see them act in front of their own parents. That's what deference does to people. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's given. We give it to people when they don't deserve it, like some certain celebrities, right? And they do all kind of twisted things with that power of the mind, where you can mesmerize someone when literally you take a shit and fart and stink and have a fucking booger in your nose sometimes, just like they do. All the unflattering things we go through, these motherfuckers go through this. What the boy Ye say, the people highest up got the lowest self-esteem. I think that's what he was talking about back then. Like, you meet people and you kind of get turned off. Like, damn, I used to look up to these cats. Used to be like a giant to me.
Niggas is just as depressed, just as lonely.
But some people,
everything as I am.
But there are people amongst us that doesn't turn off. They really are who they put on their coat to be. So when you see them, you have to get ingratiated with them to realize, like, oh man, they cool people. They're not, I can be myself around this person. But when they first walk in, now when you're a man, you see that.